Beep TV. Hey, check it out, y'all. So I'm gonna do a quick reaction video to Shoota Shellz because man, his shit was just sad as man. His out of let me see. I think out of all the videos that Chicago Scene88, shout out to him. Uh, his was like the worst one to me, man, because it's like he was homeless, kind of. All his family members died, bro. So he was on the street, and it remind me of somebody I know. So from Chicago, it's like you shoot your way into money. You shoot your way into having somewhere to stay. You will do anything for somebody else, especially if they looking out for you when you ain't got nothing to. So his story is intriguing, man. And man, that happened in 2017. I'll never forget it. It was on Rap Catch Up. So, but he was known in the streets to be doing what he do. I didn't know he did what he did because you never really heard of his name in the street like that. You know what I'm saying? So, this dude, man, they say this nigga was giving them the business in LMB. So, we about to do a quick reaction video through shout out to Chicago Scene88. I do got video of me going back and forth with him. I don't know if it's a he or she. He don't talk or none of that. So all he do is text. So this is what we gonna do right here, y'all. Hold on. We're about to do a reaction video. Hit that like button. You can always comment. Feel free to comment. Beep TV. I appreciate all the love y'all give me. This definitely Shoota Shellz is one of a kind. Hold on for one. Bear with me 1 second.
From the internet or the street. I'm not saying the information is fact.
Now, I gotta pause. I'm gonna get out of all this, but I gotta pause.
This is the story of Cedron Doles, also known as the rapper Shoota Shellz. This is a very sad story about a boy who early in life lost both his parents, was quickly drawn into the criminal and destructive life, took lives from other families, lost one of his brothers, and then met the same fate himself. Cedron grew up on the east side of Chicago, which is seen as the worst and most dangerous side of Chicago.
I'm trying to tell you. Now, I lived out east, but I used to have to drive through there. I drove through 79. So I stayed on 89th and Escanaba. That was like by the Mexicans and shit, but it's Latin Kings running around the corner. So I ain't really had no problem. Nobody really fuck with me. I ain't had too much of problems just moving around the city because you just gotta know how to move, man. And the East is a beast for real. People keep thinking, nigga. Matter of fact, nah, bro. West Side, East Side, South Side, every part of Chicago is fucking bad as hell, man. It's treacherous.
Not only that, he grew up in the most dangerous area on the east side, called Terrortown, which is a territory that No Limit shares together with Black Mob.
Yep.
Cedron grew up on Black Mob territory, which is located on 74th, 75th, and Phillips. He grew up there with his mom, dad, and brother Scoops, and maybe another brother. However, if I understand correctly, he did not grow up with him, and he is not involved in gang life and lives in Michigan. Shoota Shellz was the younger brother of him and Scoops.
So basically, he got some brothers too, and they get down just as well. That whole, just finding out who actually killed him is like, what? And then that same person hit somebody, got somebody else that we all know. It's like, and I did do a documentary on Mad Max.
Cedrone went to elementary school on the 75th and South Shore. Already as a young kid in 6th grade, there were fights between different schools in the area, and that was really where it started between Lakeside, Black Mob, and No Limit.
Now you see how, even with King Von, when he explained about King Von, high school, bruh. High school is when everything starts. You smoking weed, you ditch your school, you join a gang. All that starts like in high school. Some is before high school, but majority time, high school is when it happens in Chicago. Cause you growing up too fast. You growing up fast as hell. I'm like, nigga, you taking the bus at 9 years old. For real, I did.
At that time, the years 2006 to 2008, there were always fights between the different groups of friends, both inside and outside the school. The years around 2004 to 2007 were also very tough years.
See, 2004, 2007. So look, I did a documentary about when they knocked the projects down and they mixed everybody. When I say they mixed everybody together, nigga, they mixed people. People from them projects went south, east, west, north, hundreds, wild hundreds, all niggas scattered. So you from this area, you all the way over here somewhere. Come on, man. That's how all that shit came. That's how it became. That's how all these Chicago 88 videos is popping up. That's how he can do all these videos, because of that era and social media combined with it. Come on, bruh. Stop playing with me.
For Shoota Shellz. When Cedrone was only 9 years old, his father was murdered in Chicago. 2 years later, when he was 11, he lost his mother. I do not know how his mother died, but I have heard that it was due to natural reasons. Cedrone thus became an orphan when he was only 11 years old. Because of this.
So you see that, right? Orphan at 11. What that's going to lead you, and might I add, living in Chicago. Stop playing with me, man.
Shoota Shellz entered the criminal life fairly quickly. His older brother Scoops was already in that life. Since Cedrone had nowhere to live, he had to move around and live with his friends, from house to house. How can you really expect an orphan 11-year-old who grew up in a poor household in one of Chicago's worst ghettos, where he has to fight almost every day, where children do not dare to go to school because they are afraid to make sound life choices?
So what do that turn you into? A killer. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna run into the wrong group of motherfuckers. You're gonna run into niggas older than you. Niggas already been in and out of jail. All they know is the streets. All they know is to drill. All they know is to step. And he was one of them steppers.
I have seen too many people in my comments judging these children. Because that's also what you need to remember. Many of these members made these choices as children because they could not see any other way out.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? They make the choices at a young age. We all have did it. That's just how it go in Chicago. Not everywhere else. I can't talk about every motherfucking where else. I know how Chicago is. All you motherfuckers that's not from Chicago, you will never understand, my nigga, ever in life until you was raised there. I don't give a fuck if you live there. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man.
They were forced. Many of them had no adult role model who could guide them at an early age on what is right and wrong. Society must be there already at that age to help. As Shoota Shellz became an orphan at an early age, he had to make difficult and adult decisions throughout his teens. Many children in Chicago who grow up in the ghetto don't get the chance to be children. This is the reason why gang members, who are in their 20s, have a much more mature mindset than a 20-year-old who grew up in the suburbs. For example, when you listen to Shoota Shellz's interview with Zach TV, he seems to be much older than he really is. Zach TV was even surprised when Cedrone told him he was only 21.
Now I'm gonna have to go on and get through this shit, cause, and if you really want to, just watch the video. Go to Chicago Scene88 and watch this Shoota Shellz, the story of Shoota Shellz. Now, I really don't want to show the part when he be talking about who killed who he killed and all that. Man, that shit. How would you know that?
However, NLMB has not always been EBK. Just as everyone knows, NLMB was first and foremost a Black P Stone set, but later became a Renegade Stone, and still is in many ways, even though most...
Matter of fact, look at all the gangs is Renegade, motherfucker. Really, every gang is Renegade. They GDs, but they GDK. They BD, but they BDK. They Blackstone, but they Blackstone Killer. BPSK. You see what I'm saying? That's the most... You know how many motherfuckers died over Stones versus GDs, Vice Lords versus GDs, BDs versus BDs, the MCs and the GDs. The MC is like everybody was against GDs, really, if you want to be technical. That's why you see everybody throw down the rakes. Everybody do that shit. Even GDs do that shit. So
and I'll claim EBK. However, there are members of No Limit who claim both BD, GD, EBK, and Stones. So it is very mixed. Originally,
every fucking hood got this shit. Now, don't get it twisted. You do got some areas that ain't with none of that mixed ass shit. And it's probably because of the older guys. The older guys will make sure that don't happen. You know what I'm saying? It's blocks in Chicago that still have old heads, man, that be still calling shit. You see what I'm saying? It's not too many though, but it still exists. And Chicago is a place where I didn't even heard, growing up, I heard a motherfucking mama say, don't be shooting while them kids is outside. Yo, motherfucking mama, your grandma telling you to have a gun on you. Because of the city, bro. It's the city. It's not the people. It's the city. You could be from Switzerland and you move to Chicago and you get molded, nigga. You might be in the weakest, you probably been the lamest motherfucker, but you grew up in that city and on a certain block and you have to do certain things and you end up becoming tough and shit because of the shit you went through. You could be the weakest nigga. You could be the lamest nigga and end up a killer. Like, for real. That's how common that shit is. Everybody in the rest of the world don't believe shit like that. They think you gotta look a certain way. A killer can be with glasses. A killer can be with a low haircut. You don't always have to have dreads and look tough. Tattoos all over your face. A killer can be regular. Go to work, nigga. The equalizer. Fuck is y'all talking? I keep telling people that. That city teaches you all that. Be a gentleman. Be a gangster.
No Limit was cool with most sets around Terror Town, because of them sharing the same nation with other gangs in the area. But after No Limit started starting wars against many sets around the area for various reasons, and thereby going against their own nation, the different sets on the eastern side began to merge and go to war together against No Limit, which is by far the most resourceful gang on the east side, both in terms of money and members. Just like I mentioned before, Black Mob and No Limit were cool with each other. Now I'll tell you what was the reason the war started, and why it was No Limit's fault. Back in the days when Black Mob and No Limit used to...
Now look, man, I'm going through this shit. Because I can't watch the whole video.
And in the end of May 2014, the war would really pop off between the two gangs. As the war had calmed down between No Limit and Black Mob, and as No Limit focused more on MTG, Black Mob began to focus on ABK. Black Mob came through and shot up ABK several times at the beginning of 2014, which resulted in ABK going into a counterattack.
Now, people always ask, like, how did he be coming out with this information? How the fuck he know this shit? Gilly the Kid and Marlo asked Vaughn. They mentioned him. They didn't say his name, but they mentioned this was YouTube series, man. He and Pookie shot such and such, and he did this, and he killed him. And look, man, these boys at that time, they are the inventors. Like I told in my last one of my videos, anybody that was in Chicago boys around 93, anybody that was born 93, 94, 95, those are the drill boys. Them are the motherfuckers that created all that shit. That's smoking on you and They started all that Glocks and mops and sticks and you know what I'm saying? They started this shit. So they are the ones. If some of them, most of them is dead, but a lot of them still living. They the ones, man. They are the ones.
Killing Shoota Shellz' brother. Just as I said before, Shoota Shellz got locked up in early 2014. This capped the war with no limit, and Black Mob could instead focus on the new war with ABK. While Shoota Shellz was locked up, he tragically lost his blood brother, King Scoops. However, it was not No Limit who killed him as many believed from the beginning. The guy who allegedly killed him was from ABK, which means that it was ABK who drew the first blood in the war with Black Mob.
Man, all this shit is crazy and it's senseless and it's stupid. It just don't make any sense at all. If you want to really watch the rest of this video, you have to go to Chicago Scene88 and watch the video. You know, it's crazy, man. Rest in peace to that dude, but rest in peace to all the people he allegedly got rid of. Allegedly. But I know what be going on. They tell you all the time. They've been telling you for 10 years, man. So I just wanted to give you a little lightning on how the city is, and he's a prime example. He wasn't like he ain't like the rest of them with the tattoos on the face and dreads. Y'all be going by the dreads. Y'all think everybody got dreads be killers and shit. Nah, man, be regular looking motherfuckers, man. For real. The motherfucker you never thought of be doing shit. Look at him. He don't look like he be doing shit. That shit don't mean nothing. That identity shit don't mean nothing. You would think dude over here with the dreads, he the one. Nah, man. It be the motherfucker. It's a boy out west that's like that, and he wear glasses, thick ass glasses. Motherfucker, I'm gonna do a story. I'm gonna do a video on him. How people be thinking you gotta look, especially out of town. People from Chicago know it don't matter how you look, as far as your appearance and shit. But out of towners will definitely be like, oh, he look like he ain't no shit. Oh yeah, shit. But yeah, man. Shoota Shellz, Chicago Scene88. Rest in peace to all the fallen that died. Definitely in Chicago, but around the whole country, man. This is something that I never could understand. Now I can understand you defending your life, but you going out and just aggressively, starting shit and doing shit, I don't get it, bro. But hey, it's been going on for 60 years, man. Ain't shit gonna change now. Shit. You think it's gonna change? I don't think so. Not at all, buddy boy. Hey boy, this is my shit right here. Hey, and this is where it starts too. This is a prime example when he's like, when they basically telling, Q, hey man, yeah, we finna go do this robbery, and Raheem gave, steal the fucking, not steal, I forgot his name in the goddamn, damn, I can't remember his name. Bishop, gave Bishop the damn gun, and that nigga was into it. See how that's how it starts. You be into it. You a shorty, you love the gun, you see the gun, you holding the gun, you think you tough as hell because you got a gun. That's almost like a power that motherfuckers have, especially Chicago motherfuckers. Boy, that gun when you 14, 13, you like, yeah, man, I'll blick somebody. Yeah, you can't wait to shoot it. You know what I'm saying? This nigga scared. And that's all it takes for my you scary, man. You weak as hell. You a lame. You a goofy. Do something. Slide. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it starts. They constantly telling you that shit every day. Slide. Slide. That's my granddaddy. I'm going to do a story on my granddaddy, though. But yeah, man, this is Beep TV. This was the story on Shoota Shellz. And it's sad that what happened to him happened to him. The way it happened to him. You want to see that and know what happened to him and how it happened? Go to Chicago Scene88, man. The story of Shoota Shellz. I think he about to do a new one. He about to do a quick one, a faster one. I think, because he did one already. That's his shit. So, but yeah, man, it's BTV1. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Hey, man, stop the violence. That's why I'm doing these videos. I'm showing you this shit to really get y'all. First, I'm going to let you see it. Certain things, certain lives. But I'm not with that shit. You see what I'm saying? I'll be looking at it just like y'all do and be like, damn, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? You know what I'm saying? Why they be tricked? Why they be doing all that crazy shit and demonic ass shit? The killers I grew up with did not say they demons or devils and shit. They not nowhere near talk like that. So I don't get it. Never did. That's not my generation. And hit that like button, subscribe to the channel.